Real Auto Reviews. My name is Syed Shiraz Shah, and in this video I'll primarily tell you two things. One would be the RPM at cruising speeds, okay, and if there are vibrations at those speeds. So I'll take it up to 100 first. Let's start with 80 rather. So 80 is 1800 RPM, and of course at this point in time there are absolutely zero vibrations. Let's take it up to 90. Is what? 2000 RPM. Zero vibrations. (2010, 2020 RPM). Well, it qualifies as 2000 RPM. To be precise, that's 2010 RPM. Let's take it to 100. To 30, 2230 RPM, zero vibrations. Let's take it to 110. (2470, 2480). (20, 2460 now). 2470, 2460. It is zero vibrations. Absolutely zero vibrations. (2700 RPM at 120 kilometers per hour). Well, it's hovering between 2680 2680 RPM. At this point, absolutely zero vibrations. Yes sir, zero vibrations. Absolutely zero vibrations. Let's try 130 and then I'll conclude the video. $29.10, 2900, 2900. Even at this point, there are zero vibrations. Lovely, lovely. Yes, 130 is at 2900 RPM. Zero vibrations, absolutely zero vibrations. If you concentrate hard, there is a faint buzz in the handlebar, in the foot pegs, absolutely nothing in the seat. And again, that buzz cannot even be remotely called vibration. That buzz just tells you that you're riding a real motorcycle and not a washing machine on wheels, also known as an electric motorcycle. So yes, the point is that you can cruise comfortably even at 130. In fact, you can maintain speeds a lot higher than that, and there are absolutely zero vibrations at all speeds. However, you know, for shorter people like me, I'll make a seat height video, you can check that. It's a bit hard, you know, at speed to hold on to the handlebars because it's a fair bit of reach, and the seat is made in such a way that you will be most comfortable sitting at the far end, you know, of the seat, which only, you know, really tall guys would be able to manage. Shorter guys like me would be sitting at the edge of the seat, you know, to hold the handlebar comfortably, and then, you know, the acceleration pulls you back, and even of course the wind blast. Now again, I've said in multiple other videos that on motorcycles you should not be complaining of wind blast. It's like saying that, you know, I want to take a bath but I don't want to get wet. Then you shouldn't be taking a bath, and if you are afraid of wind blast, you shouldn't be anywhere near a motorcycle. But then yes, the fact is that if you are short, you would be struggling a bit while cruising because it's a completely stretched out position for you. Taller guys would not have that problem. But then it's not the bike's fault, right? I must mention that if you are a shorter guy, get the Fat Boy. Yes, for shorter people it's a much more comfortable bike for cruising. I'm talking about the reach to the foot controls and also to the handlebar. So yeah guys, that was the long and short of it, or the tall and short of it. It's a beautiful bike, and shorter guys, you know, would love it in the city, and you know, they can tour on this as well. It's just that, you know, you would be taking comparatively more breaks than a taller guy would. So please do subscribe, do hit that like button, do leave a comment, and I shall see you soon in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.